Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa. In today's practice, we're going to be doing a full body Vinyasa Flow. You won't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. We'll begin in child's pose, knees wide, toes touch, sitting back on your heels. Gently rest your forearms and your forehead on the mat. Taking a moment to settle in. Begin with a deep inhale through your nose and a loud sigh out of your mouth. As you choose to let go of whatever is going on in your world right now, begin to bring your full attention onto your breathing. Slow and deep in and out of your nose. Allowing this breath to be your anchor to keep you grounded and rooted here in your practice. And as we begin to link the movements with the breath, perhaps you allow yourself to get lost in the flow of the practice, which is ultimately where we come to find ourselves again and again. Begin to press your hips back and crawl your fingers forward, lengthening out through the spine and through the arms. Spread your fingers wide and roll up onto your hands and your knees, and then press back, downward facing dog. Pressing the heels to the mat, lifting the tailbone up and back. If you prefer to add some movement to your down dog, you could take your dog for a walk, pedaling out your heels. Perhaps you even gaze underneath each arm. Exploring any tension or tightness that you may feel in your body. Feel free to linger in any posture that you feel is right for you today. When you're ready, rise up to the balls of your feet and bend your knees. Step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Bring your arms out and up, hands touch overhead, gaze up. Grow really tall and start to bend back, reaching your sternum up and then leading with your heart. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, come back to center and swan dive all the way down, nose to your knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms out and up, hands touch overhead, gaze up. Grow even taller. Lean back, lift your heart up. Coming back to center, swan dive all the way down. Nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out and up, hands touch, gaze up, bend back even further this time. Coming to center, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we step it back, high push up. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, walk it out. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. This time, hands shoulder width distance apart as you drop into chair pose, sinking into the heels, dropping the hips, dropping the shoulders. 1 inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way down, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High push-up to low push-up. Pull the chest up and through, upward facing dog. Curl the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. As you flatten that back foot, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, high push-up, low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Flatten your back foot as you come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. High to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, walk it out. Every time you find your mind starting to wander outside of your practice, return to the breath, your anchor, keeping you grounded in your practice. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend the knees. Step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Hands come shoulder width distance apart. Drop it into chair pose. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Rise up, warrior 1. Open up, warrior 2. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, flip the front hand and reverse your warrior. Sinking down, reach over, deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to the thigh or fingers to the mat. Top arm reaches up to the sky as you lean back. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend that arm over your head. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Slide that right foot over. Low lunge. Step the right leg back. Feet come together to touch. Pressing the heels away from you. Slide to the left side for a left side plank. Lifting the hips, the feet, the thighs, the hips, the shoulders all stacked. Extending that top arm over your head. If you want to reach the top arm over your head here, you can. If you'd like, you could lift that top leg. Just one inhale. And as you exhale, gracefully high push-up, lower halfway, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Flip your front hand, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, it's an extended side angle, reaching the fingers to the sky as you lean back and open up. You could extend that top arm over your head. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Scooch that left foot over. And then gracefully pick that left foot up, step it back. Feet come together to touch as you press the heels away from you. And you spin over to the right side for a right side plank. Lifting the hips up, reaching that top arm towards the sky, maybe extending it over your head. Maybe lifting that top leg, but it's optional. Just one inhale. Exhale gracefully, high push-up. Lower slowly, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, walk it out. Keep returning to that calm, deep Ujjayi breathing, your anchor for this practice, this moving meditation. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend the knees. Step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Hands shoulder width distance apart. Drop it into chair. Just one inhale. Exhale, we forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High push up, low push up, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, walk it out. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. This time it's a high lunge. Come on up. Take your time. Set it up. Sinking deeply into your legs. Gently pressing your right hip back and your left hip forward as you sink deeper. Softening your shoulders. Gaze up. Hands touch. Start to lean back, lifting the sternum and then the heart up to the sky. And just one inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Come forward gently to lengthen your spine. And then we're going to twist. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Pressing the top hand into the bottom. Lifting the top rib cage towards the sky. You could spread your wings and fly if that felt good. Just one inhale. Exhale, unwind. Hands come to the inside of that right foot. And then gracefully step that foot back. Bring your feet together to touch. And you got it. We're spinning over to the left side. Lifting the hips. Reaching the arm to the sky, maybe over your head. And then this time, take that top foot and step it into the center of your mat. Lifting your hips up. If you want to lift that foot up off the mat, you can or not. And it's just one inhale. And exhale, you gracefully come back, high push up. And then slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, roll up, cobra pose. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Come on up, hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Another high lunge, take your time. Finding your balance, let gravity pull you down. Allow your breath to keep you grounded and centered here. Whew. Look up. Bring your hands together to touch. Start to bend back. Sternum lifts. Heart reaching up to the heavens. Just one inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Hands to your heart. Come forward to lengthen and twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Pressing the top hand into the bottom. Maybe you go ahead and make a fist. Opening up. Twisting and detoxing here. You could spread your wings if you'd like or not. And we're here for just one inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat inside of that left foot. Step the left leg back. Again, last time, side plank, lifting the hips, everything stacked. Reaching that top arm up to the sky, perhaps over your head. And if you feel like being playful today, step that top foot in front of you, pressing it down, lifting the hips. And if you want to even play further, lift that foot up off of the mat. Just one inhale. And as you exhale, we step back, high push up, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, child's pose. Take an inhale here. And a sigh. Bringing our awareness, our full focus and attention onto that calm Ujjayi breathing. Roll up hands and knees, press back, downward facing dog. If you want to take your dog for a walk here, you can. Rising to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands over your head, shoulder width distance apart. And again, we're going to drop into chair pose here. Bringing your hands to your heart, we're going to find another twist. So bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can check out your knees, make sure they're in one line so one knee isn't sticking out further than the other. And then start to twist open, pressing that bottom rib towards the side of your mat, sinking the hips and lifting the heart. Calm breathing here. Just one more deep inhale. And as you exhale, unwind. Straighten your legs and heel toe your feet apart, just about hip width distance. And then your first two fingers, your peace fingers, wrap around your big toes. Lengthen your spine here, so press your tailbone back and reach your crown forward, spine parallel to the floor, and then fold. Dropping your head, you can shake it out, yes and no. You can give your tail a little shake. Could sway front to back. And then release your hands. Bring your feet a little bit closer. And with a gentle bend in your knees, slowly start to roll on up. Hands shoulder width distance apart. We're going to drop it back into chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. So we twist the opposite direction. Right elbow, left knee. Pressing the top hand into the bottom. As you drop your hips and lift that top rib cage towards the sky. You could make a fist and press down into your bottom hand, gently twisting here. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, unwind, forward fold, and then slowly, slowly, slowly start to roll up. When you reach the top, roll the shoulders down your back. Turn the palms of your hands to face the front of your mat and close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Feel gravity holding you down. Hear the sound of your breathing, anchoring you down. And then gently open your eyes. Find a space in front of you to rest your drishti. And we're going to do eagle pose. So you're going to begin by wrapping your right elbow underneath your left, touching your hands together, reaching the fingers to the sky, reaching the elbows to the chin. And then as you squat down into a chair-like pose, wrap that right leg tightly around the left. Toes can wrap, or they just point down. Pulling the shoulders gently back, keeping the spine straight, breathing calmly here. Gently drop the hips a little bit lower and release as you come out of it. And we'll switch sides, left arm under, right arm over. Lift the elbows, press the hands away from you. Squat it down and left leg wraps tightly, toes point down. Shoulders over the hips. Falling, wobbling, coming out of it's not a big deal. You come right back into it if that's the case. Drop the hips a little bit lower and then stand, release out. We'll do each side one more time. Wrap the right arm under, left arm over. Lifting the elbows, pressing the hands away from you. Squat it down into that chair as you wrap the right leg tightly around the left. Pulling the shoulders back, engaging the core to help with stability. Drop the hips low and release out of it. Here we go, last one. Left arm under, right arm over. Lift the elbows and press the hands away from you. Squat it down as you wrap the left leg tightly around the right. Pull your shoulders back, spine is long. Sink it deeper, breathing. Can you drop your hips a little bit lower and then stand, releasing out of it? Sweep your arms out and up, hands touch. Lift your heart as you bend back, deep inhale. Exhale, come to center in swan dive all the way down, nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high push up. Lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your arms long at your sides, palms up. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. You could bring your toes together to touch or keep your feet spread wide. Lift your thighs up off the mat. Lifting your arms up off the mat, you could reach your fingertips towards your toes or interlace your fingers and reach the knuckles towards your toes. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. One more time, great big inhale. Exhale, release out. Place your hands next to your shoulders, drop your thighs, roll up cobra pose, press back, child's pose. Take a moment in your child's pose, pressing your hips down and reaching your hands forward, stretching out gently through the spine. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, just come on up to your hands and your knees and find a seat in the center of your mat. If there's something in your hair and you want to pull it out to get a little more comfortable, feel free. Feet are hip width distance, hands are parallel, and you slowly start to unroll. Lying flat down on your back. Keep your knees bent. We'll come right into a bridge pose. So you can measure it off. Longest finger can touch the backs of the heels. Pressing into your feet very slowly. Lift your hips up and roll all the way up to the top. You can scoot your shoulders a little closer. You could even interlace your fingers if that felt okay. Pressing down into your feet, using the strength of your thighs to lift you up higher. You could stay just like this. If you'd like, you could lift the heels up off the mat. You could even lift the right leg and point the toes to the sky, but that's only if it feels okay in your body. We're breathing here nice and calm. If the leg is lifted, gracefully return it to the mat. Lift the left leg, only if it feels good. You feel free to skip it if it's not for you today. It's not a big deal. Gracefully return that foot to the mat if it's lifted, pressing down to rise up, lifting the hips. Take one last inhale here. And as you exhale, if the hands are interlaced, release them. As slow as you can, starting at the top of your spine, unroll. One vertebrae at a time lands, allowing it to feel really, really sweet in your body. If the heels are lifted, they're the last to land. And when you do reach the mat, you could widen your feet and knock your knees together. Or you could come into Souptapadakanasana, soles of the feet touch, knees open wide, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep inhale and a sigh. Once again, returning your attention onto your breathing. Your breath is your anchor. Your thoughts and feelings come and go, just like clouds in a windy sky. But your breath, your mindful breathing, is your anchor. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Bring your thighs together to touch and hug your knees into your chest. And you can rock side to side or make little circles one direction and then the other. And then from here, we're going to do scissor legs. So drop the left foot to the mat, point the right toes to the sky, and you can reach up and grab your shin or your ankle. And then go ahead, straighten that left leg. It hovers 2 to 4 inches off the mat. Nose to your knee, and then we switch sides. That's 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up, left leg down. Arms long at your sides. We'll do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Yeah, you can. We're going to pump the arms up and down. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, full body stretch. Legs long, arms over your head. Get really long. Reach your arms away from you. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, let it all drop. Whew, that feels good. Hug your knees back into your chest and you can rock side to side. Maybe make those little circles one direction and then the other. And then drop your feet to the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keep your foot flexed. Now, if this feels good, you can stay right here, gently pressing that knee away from you. If you feel like taking it a little further, you can interlace your fingers on the outside of your right shin or bring your hands underneath your knee. Gently guiding that left knee in towards your chest. If this is perfect for you, stay right here. If you feel like exploring a little further, you could straighten that leg, reach up, grab your shin or your ankle. If you feel like exploring a little further, release that foot, drop the left foot to the mat. Bring that right foot to the inside of your left elbow and hug your right knee into your right elbow, interlacing your fingers. Gently drop the head to the mat. Now, if the head is a little uncomfortable and doesn't quite touch the mat, you could always support it with a block or a pillow. If you'd like, you could even go ahead and straighten that left leg. Once you found that sweet spot, you again return to that calm, deep breathing with your full awareness. Gently sending your breath to any pockets of tightness or tension that you may be noticing. Wherever you are, gently release your hands and allow that left foot to land onto the mat. Extend your arms out like a T and cross your right leg tightly over your left, squeezing your thighs together. Pick the hips up, scooch them over to the right side of your mat, dropping your knees to the left, turning your gaze to the right, keeping your shoulders pinned to the mat. close your eyes. Take a cleansing inhale and a loud sigh. If you'd like, go right ahead and lift that right arm up and over, reaching across, touch your hands together, and then glide those right fingers across your arm, over your chest, opening up. Noticing how that felt in your body. If it felt really good and you want to do it again, feel free. If not, you just skip it, no big deal. Slowly bring your legs back to center, uncross. Realign your hips center of the mat. And we'll do that all over again on the left side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Foot is flexed. You could stay like this, gently pressing that left knee away from you. If you want to take it a little deeper, you lift that right foot up, interlacing the fingers under the shin, over the shin, or under the knee. You decide. Gently pulling that ankle in towards your chest. Calm breathing. Staying right here, or again exploring a little bit further, straightening the leg, reaching up, grabbing the shin or the ankle. But if something doesn't feel right, there's no worries about going back to the step before. And if you want to do that half pigeon on your back on this side, you drop the foot to the mat. Cuddle your left foot inside of your right elbow, bringing the knee to the inside of the left. Perhaps you interlace your fingers, allowing the head to rest as you lengthen your neck. Keeping the right knee bent or lengthening it out. When you're ready, go ahead and release your hands, allowing that right foot to land on the mat. Bringing your arms out like a T, palms face up, crossing the left leg tightly around the right, lifting the hips and scooching them to the left edge of your mat. Drop your knees to the right, turn your gaze to the left. Shoulders are glued to the mat. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. And once again, if you catch your mind wandering outside of your practice, you just gently nudge it back. Allowing that breath to keep returning. If you'd like, you can begin to lift that left arm up and over, hands touch, and then just slowly glide it back, opening up. How did that feel? If it felt really good and you want to do it again, reach up and over, hands touch, glide it all the way back. And then when you're ready, gently bring your knees back to center, uncross. Realign yourself center of the mat. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. We take a moment of gratitude. Think of one thing that you are truly grateful for in this moment. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release out into your Shavasana. Take your time to get comfortable. There's no rush here. Arms long at your sides, palms turn up. Legs slightly parted, toes fall out to the side. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Allow your body to grow heavy. Feel the gentle, loving tug of gravity holding you. With your eyes and your lips closed, I invite you to inhale through your nose as I count. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, hold your breath. Exhale slowly through your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat this a few more times on your own. When you feel ready, let go of the counting. And as you settle into your normal, everyday breathing, see if you can allow the breath to naturally be deep and slow and long. Remembering that our breath is our anchor. Keeping us centered and grounded and calm, no matter what life throws at us. Yoga is a spiritual practice. Spirituality is not religion. It is a path for us to generate happiness, understanding, and love so that we can live deeply each moment of our life. Having a spiritual dimension in our lives does not mean escaping life or dwelling in a place of bliss outside this world, but discovering ways to handle life's difficulties and generate peace, joy, and happiness right where we are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Please allow yourself another few minutes here in Shavasana.